Hi Jack, well done. Just tell me how that felt.
Good, yeah. It was unbelievably enjoyable. To be at home, putting in a good performance. Saturday night, atmosphere is unreal. We had some really good moments, some unbelievable bit of play, like that last 20, 30 minutes was brilliant from the lads. Real stepping stone. Best performance we've had now in the last few weeks. So lads are happy, and I think it's a brilliant launch pad now for next week.
A stepping stone. Was it a confidence boost that you think the team needed?
Yeah, you obviously want to be playing well, but the reality of international rugby is it can't always go your way. You're playing against good teams, and there's been bits over the last few weeks that have gone really well for us, and the bits that we haven't been happy with. But that's always the case, whether you win or lose. So, we're putting things together a bit more, and yeah, we're happy with today's performance. There's still going to be loads of learnings and things we didn't get right, and our discipline at times was poor in the first half, and gave them, didn't have to spend a lot of energy to get 2 scores. So that was a bit disappointing, but. Look, you're not playing against mugs, you're playing against good players and teams that are unbelievably motivated and want to go well, and especially off the back of a loss last week. So, credit to them, they stuck in the fight, and it was a bit cagey there, kind of 30 odd minutes in, whatever else. But I think the lads stuck in it unbelievably well. We showed great character, and we played our game, and it paid dividends in the end. Those last 20 minutes was brilliant.
There'll be a lot of focus on Mac's hat trick, but on the other side of the ball, in very difficult conditions, really felt it looked at home as a fullback. I guess that's a great confidence boost for you guys when you see that.
Yeah, it's great. It's great to have Mac back in. Obviously disappointed losing Jamie last week, who we thought went really well over the last 2 weeks. But again, that's the nature of rugby. Lads come in and out, you pick up knocks, whatever. But it's great to have Mac back in. As everyone knows, he's an unbelievable character, and he's such a natural footballer. And the way he plays, he looks like he's got so much time in the ball, but his work rate and how he applies himself to get around the pitch and kind of beyond that second last pass and the last pass to set up a try, or today, getting under the sticks like he did 3 times, was brilliant. And he's loving his rugby, and I think he's picked up where he left off in the Lions story. He was probably disappointed. I know he was disappointed to get injured because he was playing some of his best stuff over there, and I think it's not easy to just come back after an injury or not playing a few weeks, come back into an international game and perform the way he did today, and deserved man of the match and 3 tries. So hopefully you can better again tomorrow. He just makes things work. Things kind of click when he's around because of his work rate, his rugby IQ, and it's just ball playing ability.
Jack, you talked about next week, and you said about it's a stepping stone and a launch pad. How big a challenge is that going to be?
Yeah, it's going to be. They're a good team, aren't they? You see what they're doing with the bench and how they employ their forwards. If it's Usain is kind of playing 12 or he's playing 6 or 7, or they're changing the game, and it's great to see. It's innovation. It's interesting. It's getting eyeballs in the game, and they're going really well. Obviously, they'll probably be disappointed with the red cards the last few weeks, but they're unbelievably physical side and deservedly the best in the world. So it'll be a huge challenge for us, but we love a challenge. We love having to be better and grow bigger and put out a good performance. So, look, we won't worry a whole lot about next week. Tonight, we'll rock in tomorrow evening, and we'll put the plan in place, and we'll recover and spend time together and be better again, and look forward to the challenge.
Jack, I think the record for Ireland now over the last 3 years is 27 wins, 6 defeats from the last 33 matches. Can you explain where that consistency comes from and the drive to keep the top of the game comes from?
I suppose it's the standards that we demand from each other, the coaches demand from us. It's the quality of players in the squad. I know people aren't always happy about performances and the way things are going, but we're in such a rich vein of form, and Irish rugby wasn't always like this. And we're very fortunate to be playing at a time like this with the players, the coaching staff that we have. It's probably never been as enjoyable to play for Ireland as it is right now. And speaking from someone who's been in and out over the last kind of 10 years, it's never been better than this. And lads are just loving the rugby, and they're loving competing with each other. There's an unbelievable kind of team first mentality, whether you're picked or not, to make sure that everyone's making the boat go faster. Everyone's rowing in the same direction. Whether you play, whether you're on the bench, whether you're not selected, everyone has the same goal, is to put Irish rugby back on top and to perform to the best of our ability, and that's all we ask of each other.
Thanks. Just last question, Darragh.
Hi Jack, how's it going? There's a few lads putting their hands up there in the back row. Are you enjoying the competition in
camp?
Yeah, absolutely. Lads are going really well. It's been great to have Caelan back the last few weeks. He's he's out for 6 months, and then he comes back and he's playing the way he does. And it's a credit to how hard he worked on his fitness and mentality, everything when he was away from the game. And it's great to have him back. You see Kane Prendergast and Nick Timoney going really well the last few weeks. Like Josh wasn't even playing today, former World Player of the Year, someone who's been unbelievably consistent in green over the best part of 10 years as well. So the competition is brilliant. Ryan Baird's been fantastic. Have I missed anyone now? I think that's everyone. But lads are going really well, and it's great. And we all got on very well, and we all want the best for each other. There's no ever hard feelings, lads are selected or not. As I said, everyone wants the boat to go faster, and that competition is exactly what we need to get the best out of each other. And look, we've always had unbelievable back rows in this country. You can go back as long as Irish rugby's been around. There's always been unbelievable qualities. So I don't think that'll ever change. And it's great to be a part of it. It's great to play, to train with these lads, to be mates with them, to be out there winning in a green jersey. It doesn't get any better. So unbelievably privileged to do what we do and play with such good men.